Okay, hello and welcome to another Battleforge PvP video. Today we have another match between Yuah and me. Um, yeah, I'm playing Nature Tier 1 over here, and Yuah is playing Fire Tier 1. So yeah, this was a sparring match that we played couple weeks ago, I think, or maybe a couple days ago. I'm not sure. No, a couple weeks ago. And yeah, I'm trying to play Nature Tier 1, and I'm using a Swiftclaw, trying to get to the center because I was afraid of him playing Pure Fire, and this always forces me to get like into very close. It really forces me to get really close to this orb, because if he gets this early and just takes Tier 2 over here, there's not a lot I can do with the way how this matchup plays out. So I'm really trying to be in a rather aggressive position and trying to get some drides off, later on shamans to sustain them, and yeah, in the end, this is the encounter where you are immediately engages and gets off a very good eruption because my unit split was god awful. And yeah, this is a very nice idea of like getting 3 dryads for that one eruption in the end, because I also had to invest the root over here that just got off like one Sunstrider squad, and this Swiftclaw now is to run. So very big tempo lead for Yuah over here, and I just try to get like to the spot over here to pick up my tier 2. Sorry. Yeah. In the end, I was thinking, since I was like getting to like 240 power and he was like sitting at 3 units, I just thought about picking up a power well over here at a safe position since I had the Swiftclaw. But yeah, immediate tier 2 coming, and I think this is a very smart choice since it's Fire Nature, and Fire Nature can like punish this kind of situation where like Nature sits like at a tempo disadvantage. And I'm trying to respond with Stonekin and defend this. So he tries to get some damage done with the Scavenger. I had to root over here because otherwise this spell, the idea to the presence to pick up this orb would have been denied. And yeah, in the end there's another Swiftclaw to get some damage onto the Scavenger. The DPS is quite high, but yeah, there's another Vilebard coming in, and yeah, maybe this Swiftclaw ended up being a mistake. Because with this 80 power being bound, that you also saw that I was in a quite bad position. He gets this Vilebard off and ravages it. And with the way how Stonekin works, I do not have the DPS to really get rid of this card. So I'm in a very desperate position here, where this power really dropped quite low, and I don't have the proper DPS here to get rid of this Vilebard. I really need like an aggressor or something. A knockback would be so important, but yeah, I just don't have the power. So very good snowball here by Yuah, using his tempo lead to just pick up tier 2, map control for him, and yeah, he forces me in a pretty big corner here, and goes for the orb as well. But now I have the powerful aggressor, and this is more than enough to deflect this over here. So yeah, another Ravage. He's getting forced to support this guy a little bit more. And yeah, now he just tries to go for the Storm Singer, I guess. Yeah, I'm just trying to run away with that and get the CC down onto the Vilebard, but I have to be careful that the Ghost Spears and Sunstriders are not inflicting too much damage to my Storm Singer. I'm trying to apply a small knockback to slow them down a little bit, and now the Storm Singer actually is kind of safe. But in the meantime, Yuah goes for a Battleforge attack on the bottom, while maintaining this attack here, focusing the aggressor. And this root is coming a little too late. I was really trying to get it in time, but this is quite bad because now this Borrower will just inflict more and more damage into the power wall. So yeah, also using the Ravage onto the Borrower that the Storm Singers were focusing initially, so I switched the focus because I want to get rid of these Borrowers as quickly as possible. In the meantime, I'm still microing the aggressor and the Storm Singer, so they end up winning the fight on the top. and this is quite important. So the Sunstride is probably getting played just to finish off the Stormsinger, and also does this successfully. So the idea not that bad of doing so. So yeah, even if this dies, he got the 60 power unit for that. And now I try to split the Stormsinger so they are in range for an oink at once, and we get to like deflect this attack on the bottom. In the end, this was quite effective for me, but the problem is that I'm down 1 power the entire time. So we really have quite a big problem to sort of sustain through the damage that we took early on in the game. And yeah, I tried to get a 3rd power well, but yeah, he just picks up a 4th one, and I just have to accept the reality that I'm just down in power right now. And yeah, there comes another Skyfire Drake, and also this is quite a smart choice that Yuah still attacks my weak side, because this aggressor still binds like 150 power, so I really need to move it, and it's not that fast. So he's really trying to support the Ghost Spears here. If I get out of this without taking too many damage, that was worth it for me, because we traded CCs, and he also played the Ravage, so he invested 50 additional power here. So this was power efficient, so I thought I can just pick up a 4th well by myself to sort of play the economy game, but this might have been a little too greedy, because this power well here is still low, and yeah, these units are getting oinked, and Stormsinger being focused. I try to sort of counter oink, but there is the next Vile Blood, and yeah, I think this power well here was too greedy, and I'm at my power limits, and the very nice route to get the aggressor out of the Vile Blood range. This attack gets onto the Skyfire, but it gets knocked back out of the max range, and this well drops too. Another heal, and this attack just continues. So I still try to like position my units in a way so that they don't get hit by an oink, but that was not far enough, as you can see. Trying to counter oink here, and getting Frostbite onto the Drake so Stormsinger and the Orb can finish it off. There it goes. And yeah, you are at 90 power, so that's quite a decent amount, but yeah, now the aggressor can hit the Vile Blood, and now this is, I think this range is good. This split is good. This is enough to defend this. Another Kobold trick, and this should be defended by now. But there's the next Vile Blood, and I'm not at 150 power to get rid of the aggressor. Since I'm Nature T1, I'm not having Lightblade. If you're playing Stonekin with Frost T1, you can just play Lightblade and taunt this guy, and the Lightblade actually wins the 1v1. If you want to be sure, just play another Frostbite or something. It really does a lot of damage, because it has like 570 base damage, does 75% extra if you play the Red Affinity due to the ability, and then you also get 50% bonus because this guy is a demon. Lightblade does extra damage to demons. And yeah, as a basic L counter, you also get this 50% bonus. This stacks up to like more than 2000 damage per 20. This is super big. So yeah, two L units trying to focus this aggressor. And yeah, this kind of needs to stay alive and maybe kill the Skyfire and before my other aggressor arrives. But this just didn't make it in time. And yeah, this the heal kind of saving it for now. Try to oink the melee units, because the Skyfire can be finished off by that afterwards. So yeah, this aggressor can heal a little bit. Ravage onto the Ghost Spears to keep them alive. I think, yeah, okay choice here. But yeah, he tries to finish it off with an Eruption, but the Stonekin passive actually keeps it alive. So I guess it's kind of hard to calculate the exact amount of damage that you can take. It's 50% less, but yeah, I mean, you can do it, but maybe just forgot about that. So I'm trying to bring in a Crystal Fiend to save this one, but I'm not sure if it makes it in time. Nope. So that is not that great, because I don't have the amount of units that I might need to support, and this Vile Blood gets away with 23 HP. Another Skyfire being played immediately, trying to create a threat for the Crystal Fiend. If he gets off one hit and erupts immediately, this one dies. But yeah, he decided to like not directly go for it because the aggressor was protecting the Crystal Fiend, so I get at least some heal value onto the Stormsinger, and I'm at 130 power, so I can just try to like maybe play another Stormsinger in the back line, especially since there's a Firesworn coming. Okay, I decided to play Spirit Hunters. Not sure if this was the best choice, but it's okay. So right now he expands the ability, so I just try to kite a little bit. So in the end, this power was kind of wasted. This aggressor will be healed up in no time. And another heal getting used. But that's totally fine. If Yuah plays the trades in a way where he uses a little bit more power, that's okay, because he's up 2 powers and he generated so much additional power. If you just take a look at how the void pools are looking, so I'm just at 250 power, so it's 310, 385, and like with such low amounts of void, I'm at like roughly 600. When it comes down to the void pool, he already has like 600 over here while having like 375 on the board. This is just so much power. He has such a big lead, and he's up on power, so he's basically 400 power ahead. So if he just makes slightly ineffective trades, that's totally fine for him. Like he can basically trade 100 power for 60, like something like this, and still get out even, just based on how large his void pool is right now. So he's using a decent unit split over here and tries to get for a split attack with the Borrower. I saw that and played a Stormsinger and tried to get early damage onto the guy and try to like get a big split attack ongoing. Trying to kite a little bit and get some healing onto my units. Now I need to get out of the way with the Crystal Fiend so it does not take damage from the Skyfire, but he also supported his Borrower attack by rooting my Stormsinger, so he was aware that I tried to counter this. Oink onto the Crystal Fiend, which is kind of important because now he has the angle to try to get a hit onto it, interrupt it, and in the meantime I did not have the power to combo trick this, and I end up getting overwhelmed on this side too. So the end of the game, probably. I think it was very important the way that Yuah played was very good, because I think the only way you can like beat Stonekin with Fire Nature is that you create a tier 1 advantage and snowball that by either playing very aggressive when you play against the nature version, or try to like really scale up for tier 3, but you also need a tempo lead for that to like make the transition a lot smoother. So another Vileblood hammering down to that power. I'm down to 2 powers. I think I already accepted the loss at this point in time. I just played it out for a couple of seconds. I mean, we can just wind up here because I don't think there's anything like happening that is worth noting, because yeah, right now I am down 3 powers, and at this point I guess it was just we just typed a little bit, exchanging GGs and all that stuff. So yeah, that's the end of the game. I hope you enjoyed the video, and see you next time.